Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. In this video I'm talking about a crucial decision Max Verstappen has made on his future, as well as key engine upgrades for Ferrari. So let's start with Verstappen. Now earlier in May, it was agreed in principle that F1 would move away from a 50-50 split of engine power and electrical power towards a more 60-40 split in 2027, with there being more engine power. Now as we know, Verstappen does not like the racing created by the new 2026 rules, and this has led to questions over his future. However, going into the Canadian Grand Prix weekend, Verstappen suggested that he was very happy with the direction F1 was taking for 2027 and suggested that he'd stay in F1. However, as the weekend went on, it emerged that there was not enough support for these rule changes to go through, and Verstappen later said that sticking with the 2026 rules for 2027 is just mentally not doable for me to stay like this. It's really not. Now this led to questions over could Verstappen take a sabbatical, so basically leave Formula 1 for a brief period of time, see what happens with the sport, wait till he's happier with the direction of things, and then return at a later date. And in a recent interview with Dutch publication De Telegraaf, Verstappen was asked if he considered this option, and now he's made a firm decision on this, with him saying, as quoted by GP fans, "No, not a sabbatical. I'm not that sort of person. If I stop, I'll stop completely. But that's not on the cards at the moment." Now make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my Formula 1 content and are kept up to date with F1 news. I'm close now to 52,000 subscribers, and all your support means so much to me. Thank you so much for it. Now going back to Verstappen, and while it's quite clear that he's either in or out of Formula 1, he does not want to take a sabbatical. And I believe what happens with these rule changes are going to be key to Verstappen's future. I mean, right now, only Mercedes and Red Bull are in favour of the changes for 27, while Audi, Ferrari and Cadillac are against. Meanwhile, Honda are yet to take a stance, but currently, even if Honda decided to be for the changes, it would need one more engine manufacturer on side to get the changes through. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But let's move on to Ferrari. Now, as we know, so far they've had the second fastest car this year. They've got a decent car in low and medium speed corners. They've got a decent car on acceleration, especially because of that smaller turbo. However, one area where they're lacking is engine power. It's not as good as the Mercedes engine. Now, under the additional development and upgrade opportunity system in 2026, if a manufacturer's power unit is at least 2% but less than 4% down on the leading internal combustion engine, they will be eligible for one additional upgrade in the current season and an additional upgrade in the following season. And manufacturers whose performance index is at least 4% below the leading internal combustion engine will be eligible for 2 additional upgrades in the current season and 2 more during the following season. And while it's now been reported that Ferrari's engine is understood to be over 4% slower than Mercedes, this means Ferrari are eligible for 2 mid-season power unit upgrades, and this could first arrive as early as Austria. Now if that's the case, this will be key for Ferrari. As I say, overall, their car is good this year, especially in low and medium speed corners. However, we saw on the straights this season, especially in Canada, they just lose time to their rivals. So having these 2 mid-season upgrades could be really beneficial to Ferrari. But that's going to be the video from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care.